Even though this channel is mainly about my love for monster catching games, I do also have a massive love for mech games, and I mean a proper love for mech games. I've played all the Armored Core games since the original Armored Core, and that series has always had a special place with me. There is just something about building your own machine, tuning it to how you want to play, picking your weapons, boosting around the battlefield, locking on, firing missiles, dodging attacks, and feeling like every part of your mech belongs to you. That feeling is hard to beat. Armored Core has always been one of those series that just gets it right. It gives you that fantasy of being a pilot, not just controlling a robot, but actually feeling like you are inside this machine that you built yourself. And when the combat clicks, when the movement clicks, when your build finally comes together, it is just pure gaming satisfaction. For me personally, Armored Core for Answer was my favourite. That game was just something else. The speed, the movement, the scale, the way you could fly around like an absolute weapon of destruction. It was ridiculous in the best way possible. It felt fast, dangerous, stylish, and completely over the top. For Answer had that feeling where you could blink and suddenly you were halfway across the map, missiles flying everywhere, lasers going off, enemies exploding, and you were just trying to keep up with what was happening on screen. That is the kind of mech gameplay I love. Then of course we got Armored Core 6, and what a comeback that was. I absolutely loved Armored Core 6. I actually got the Platinum trophy for it, and honestly that says a lot because I don't Platinum every game, but that one hooked me. The bosses, the builds, the challenge, the arena, the missions, the weapons, everything just kept pulling me back in. It reminded everyone that mech games are not dead, not even close. But today I had to show everyone on this channel something new because I've found a new upcoming mech game called Omega Phenex Commenced Project 6. And I am telling you now, this is like crack for Armored Core fans. I know that sounds dramatic, but I mean it. This game has that same sort of just one more mission feeling. You play it, you put it down, and then your brain just starts going, when can I play that again? When can I get one more hit of that speed, one more fight, one more build change, one more missile barrage, one more boost across the map? That is the sign of a good mech game. As you can see from the footage in the background, this is a high-speed mech action game where you pilot a humanoid mech called Icarus. And straight away, the movement is the thing that stands out. This is not slow, heavy, clunky mech gameplay. This is fast. Really fast. You are flying through the air, skimming across environments, locking onto enemies, firing off missiles, and just moving like an absolute demon. It has that sense of freedom that I miss from the older high-speed mech games. And that is why I think Armored Core fans need to keep an eye on this one. It is not trying to hide what it is inspired by either. You can feel that Armored Core DNA in there, especially if you love the faster side of the series. If For Answer was your kind of Armored Core, then Omega Phenex is going to get your attention very quickly. The speed is the big selling point for me. There is something so addictive about a mech game that lets you move freely, dodge hard, boost fast, and just rain missiles down like the sky has given up. You don't want to feel like you're walking a tank around. You want to feel like you are piloting something powerful, something dangerous, something barely under control. And Omega Phenex gives off exactly that feeling. The combat looks wild, but in a good way. You have enemies everywhere, projectiles coming at you, missiles launching, explosions going off, and your mech just cutting through the chaos. It feels like the kind of game where once you get used to the controls, you are going to start doing things that look absolutely ridiculous. And that is what we want from a mech game. We want that skill ceiling. We want that feeling that at first you are just surviving, but after a few missions you are starting to understand the machine. You are learning how to boost, when to attack, when to back off, how to keep moving, and how to turn the whole battlefield into your playground. Another thing I really like is that there is customization, and for me, customization is one of the most important parts of any mech game. I don't just want to play as a robot someone else designed. I want to build my own machine. I want to change the look. I want to tune the performance. I want to make choices that affect how I fight. That is the magic of this genre. It is not just about shooting enemies. It is about making something that fits you. Maybe you want speed. Maybe you want heavier weapons. Maybe you want better mobility. Maybe you want to build something that looks clean and stylish. Or maybe you want to build an absolute monster covered in weapons. That garage feeling is a huge part of the addiction. And from what I've seen, Omega Phenex understands that. The game lets you customize the mech's appearance and performance, and that alone makes me want to keep playing, because once you give a mech fan a garage, parts, paint, tuning, weapons, and missions to test it all on, that is where the obsession starts. You go into one mission just to test a build, then you change one thing, then you test it again, then you unlock something new. then suddenly it is 2 in the morning and you're still saying, right, just one more run. That is the loop. That is the hit. And that is exactly why I want to talk about this game. The best part is, at the time of recording, you can try the open beta on Steam. So this is not just me saying, oh, this looks cool, maybe wait for it one day. No, you can actually go and try it for yourself. And I really think mech fans should, especially if you are sitting there waiting for the next Armored Core, or if Armored Core 6 brought you into the genre and now you want more. Because games like this are important. We need more mech games. We need more developers taking a swing at this genre. We need more fast, stylish, customizable robot action. And Omega Phenex looks like it could scratch that itch. Now, I'm not saying this is going to replace Armored Core. Armored Core is Armored Core. From Software has built something legendary there. But what I am saying is this game understands why people love that style of mech action. It understands speed. It understands missiles. It understands customization. It understands that mech fans want to feel powerful, but they also want control. They want chaos, but they want that chaos to be something they can master. And honestly, that is why this game has grabbed me. When I put the demo down, I was not thinking, yeah, that was fine. I was thinking I want more. I wanted to go back in, move faster, fight better, change my build, and see what else the game had to offer. That is always a good sign. So if you are watching this footage and thinking, that looks like my kind of thing, then honestly go check it out. Add it to your wish list. Try the Steam playtest while it is available. Support the developer. Because if you are an Armored Core fan, especially if you loved For Answer or Armored Core 6, then Omega Phenex is absolutely worth looking at. This game is giving me that old school high-speed mech energy mixed with modern visuals, massive movement, and that dangerous one more mission addiction. And that is exactly what I want. So yes, I know this channel is mostly about monster catching games, and don't worry, that is not changing. But every now and then when something like this comes along, I have to talk about it because I love mech games, I love Armored Core, and Omega Phenex has got me excited. Let me know in the comments if you have tried the demo or the open beta yet. And if you are an Armored Core fan, tell me which game is your favorite. For me, it is still Armored Core For Answer, even though Armored Core 6 was absolutely amazing, and getting that platinum felt brilliant. But this one, Omega Phenex, this might be the next game that gives us that same rush. So definitely keep it on your radar. And if you enjoy mech games, high-speed combat, missile barrages, deep customization, and that feeling of being completely locked into the machine you are piloting, then I think you are going to want to try this one. Because once you get that first hit, you might already be thinking about the next one. And that is where I'm going to leave it for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe for more content. I'll be covering more monster catching games, mech games, demos, hidden gems, and anything else that grabs my attention. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.